So hi there and welcome to Boxing Media Hub. We're proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And we're here for another live watch along, this time of Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte, against Ebenezer. What a great name at Christmas time. But it's not Mr. Scrooge, it's Tetteh. He's the guy who Daniel Dubois took out in the first round back in 2019. Let's see if Dillian Whyte can do the same. We'll find out. And to join me for this is my brother, Mr. Neutral. How are you today, sir?
Very well, thanks, James. Glad to be here once again with Boxing Media Hub.
Good man, good man. Thank you
I
so
hope
much for
you're well.
joining. The guys are not quite in the ring yet. Well, they are in the ring, but they're not fighting yet. So we'll have a quick little look through their records. We've got Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte, who's got 30 wins, 20 knockouts. He's lost 3 times and all 3 by stoppage to AJ, Fury and Povetkin. We've got Ebenezer Tetteh, who's got 23 wins, 20 knockouts. So he's a banger. But he's also lost one, and as I said earlier, it was by Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, in the first round. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was like a minute and a half. It was a real brutal knockout. But yeah, we've got the 36-year-old Ghanaian, and we've got the 36-year-old British Jamaican-born man. So they're at the same age. I think the trajectories of their career are very different. Dillian Whyte certainly needs to win here at Gibraltar. If he loses, where on earth would he go, Neutral?
That's unthinkable for Dillian Whyte at this point, Jam. So, but I see this as a tune-up for Dillian Whyte. The levels that are concerned here between the two resumes, it's peas and
It
peas
is.
and beans. It's not this. It's just not the same. And although the guy's got a good knockout percentage, he's got a big punch. I don't see him or Dillian giving him that chance. He's quite tall. He's taller than Dillian. But what I've seen of him, I was like, who? Tetteh? Never heard of him. So I had to do a wee bit, go back and have a look. He's very rigid. He's very, there's zero movement. So he's going to be an easy target for me for Dillian. So, but we'll see. That his record suggests that it's a good matchup. Another test for Dillian on his comeback trail. But Jams, I'm expecting a big knockout from
Yeah.
Dillian Whyte here in Gibraltar.
SWS has just said Dillian Whyte round 3. I'm thinking first or second round myself. So yeah,
That's what I was thinking,
you know
Jams.
what I mean.
It's so
Punk Pop, not dead, has said Hope Tetteh has been practicing his uppercuts. He was doing it in the changing room, mate, giving a few, but we'll have to see on that. But yeah, the weigh-ins for this fight, Dillian Whyte weighed in at 261.2 pounds, whereas Tetteh weighed in a little bit lighter at 247.8. So even though he's a taller man, Dillian Whyte is the heavier man. So
he
is
is,
he going to bully
Jams.
him with that weight? You know what I mean?
As you can see there, they're squaring up in the centre of the ring. You've got the much tall. Well, I was saying much. He looks about 3 or 4 inches taller than Dillian, but Dillian's got that build. That's he's like a unit in the air. He looks very good for the 261 pound. He carries it very well, Jams.
He does.
Tetteh, for me, he's got a bit of a stomach, but that. I don't read too much into that. Only for me in judging, trying to judge stamina, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, Tyson Fury got away with it for a long while. Everyone
He
said, look, he just
certainly
didn't like the
did.
shape of him, and yet he's one of the best fighters to come out of the UK in a long while. So
Yeah.
we're just about to get underway here, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button over on YouTube. Follow Mr. Neutral as well on X. And we're underway. The first round has kicked off. Dillian Whyte's come out, popping a few jabs out. Tetteh's doing a bit of a cover-up job at the moment. Doesn't seem to want to engage. This could even be
Yes.
quicker than we thought, Mr. Neutral.
It's that static movement I was talking about, Jams. He looks very much like an old man in there.
Yeah, just there for a payday, you reckon, Mr. Neutral?
As I said, he's come out of nowhere. Nothing would suggest that Tetteh, is even in hardcore's minds, never mind casuals. So the recognition will be there, lack of it will be there for him. But what I'm seeing so far is Dillian Whyte is just, for me, he's looking for that opening.
He's just going after him, isn't he? Punk, Pop Not Dead has just said all Dillian's losses have come by uppercuts. Yeah, I remember, mate, especially the AJ one. That was one of the best uppercuts I've ever seen, that was. When he ended up hanging over the rope with his arm over. It was a thing of beauty. So, yeah, let's hope he's worked on some uppercuts. Let's hope Dillian's worked on his defence for the uppercuts, more to the point. At the moment, though, he's just banging away to the body of Tetteh, who looks very cumbersome and laboured in there so far.
He's got that belligerence though for a heavyweight, as he's taken a good combination there from Dillian. There's a left, a right, and then an uppercut that got through the guard. He's pulled back, allowed Tetteh to reset, but he's having
Nice
fun in
shots
there,
again there.
Jams.
Yeah,
Minutes
Dillian's
ago.
looking quite sharp considering, he's been out. We all know why. We're not going to get into that. Not on this show. Sick of talking about them things, about the PEDs and whatnot. But he's here. He's in the ring. He's fighting in Gibraltar. So let's just see what he can do. Let's see if he can get back to that top table. There's some good fights out there for him, should he come through this, which he should.
Oh, Dillian's just felt a jab there and took an uppercut. And now it's Tetteh on the attack. Has he blown his fuse in the first round? 40 odd seconds to go. Tetteh's after Dillian Whyte.
He's in trouble here, Dillian Whyte.
He's just backing up, stumbling. As Tetteh is going hell for leather.
Going for that bolo uppercut, doesn't he?
He's obviously seen the losses that Dillian has had as he's evading a barrage of punches here and comes back with an overhand right and then another one as Tetteh complains to the referee and good scrap now. Tetteh's coming back. Big overhand right from Dillian. Then comes through a left-right combination.
This, didn't he? Like banging on the back of his head saying it's behind the head shot, but it wasn't. It was a clean shot.
That was tasty round in Gibraltar for the first round here. Tetteh's certainly come back in the second half of that round, Jams. Yeah. But for me, was taking too much unnecessary shots. I still give that round to Dillian Whyte, but this Tetteh, he was absorbing punches for the first 2 minutes and then exploded against Dillian Whyte in that final minute. But until Dillian managed to get him with 2 overhand rights and then a left-right combination with an uppercut that got through the guard. But, the force was lessened by that point as it reached his target. Otherwise, that would have been a good, could have been a devastating knockout.
Definitely. To be honest, mate, I was impressed by the way Dillian handled that because he seemed to be hurt, especially to the body, didn't he? He took that whack to the body and it seemed to rock him off his little momentum. He staggered back a bit and he looked like he was going to get hurt.
Back, and then he ate a big right there from Tetteh, and that was started off that sequence of events.
Definitely. Let's see what happens in number 2 then. Round number 2 is underway. You're with Jam and Mr. Neutral for Boxing Media Hub. So anyone who's joined us for the first time, please do head over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And let's get back to the action.
And it's Dillian Whyte who's coming out. As Tetteh is complaining of a low blow. He was looking at the referee to
he's going down. Tetteh's going down here. The ref's telling him to carry on.
He seems to be letting... He's against the ropes. He's covering up. He's letting Dillian Whyte launch his barrage on him.
Big shots. He knows Tetteh wants out. He knows
comes
he wants
off the ropes.
He just quit, basically.
I think he's trying to... He's trying to wear Dillian Whyte out with that gas tank as he unleashes, but as I say, he's got that George Foreman type belligerence of coming forward, taking punches, absorbing, trying to wear out his opponent, and then comes up with either a big overhand right. But as he unleashes a left, he lost his balance. So Dillian Whyte could take advantage of that, being the more being the better boxer. But another big overhand right from Tetteh just makes Dillian Whyte stumble. He's got that power. And Dillian Whyte
again, he gets him.
Tetteh again complains to the referee. Referee waves them on. Not impressed.
Nice there from Whyte.
And now they're opening up again with 1:22. Oh, this is quite a good fight now, Jams. Both unleashing on each other.
Doesn't he? Needs to stop complaining and stick to the boxing because he's going to get himself knocked out. He keeps standing there doing this and doing this. Dillian's going to catch him or something that puts him to sleep.
It's these overhand rights to Dillian. He's coming around the side and he's just clipping Tetteh on, around the back of the ear, and which he complains to the referee about. But he is turning away. But he's coming forward. He's got Dillian Whyte on the ropes now. Just Whyte has to clench, let the referee separate them. 2 jabs to keep Tetteh away, who's still coming forward. Lunges in with a left hook. Tetteh comes back with 2 punch combination that make the sweat bounce off
Flew off, didn't
Dillian
it? It
Whyte's
flew off.
off his face. And now Dillian Whyte has found himself in a battle of attrition, Jams.
It's a war, mate. It's a war going on now.
With the Ghanaian. Fascinating stuff. Big right there from Dillian.
It's going longer than I
Tetteh,
expected
right
already.
with himself.
The Wolf Tones have joined us. Big up yourself, sir. He said, interesting point about the Peds. Hadn't dawned on me. And then Jack's joined us. What's up, lads? Big up, Jack. Thank you for coming through, brother. Here we go,
the
then.
Ped situation, at the end of that round there is still a bit sore. It's interesting that the fight again is in Gibraltar under a Polish sanctioning body. If the British are not playing ball, the career must go on. If there's no legal reason why he should not fight, there would be, and things would be done. I think after this event, especially if he is tested or anything like that, and I believe he is, subject to year-round testing. So it's all in his favour to come back to Britain and make a big fight. But this is a good fight here in Gibraltar so far.
It is. How do you score that second round, Mr. Neutral? Are you going White again, or are you giving it to Tetteh?
I give that to Tetteh.
Yeah, same as me, bro. Same as me.
The effective aggression coming forward. You made Dillian Whyte sort of punch off the back foot, but he unleashed a few bombs on Dillian, which were notable for me.
Stephen Townley's joined us. Big up yourself, sir. Thank you for coming through. He said, what round is it, lads? We're just starting the 3rd round right now. So thank you for coming through, mate. Stick with us and we'll get you through this fight as best we can.
Oh, they're coming out bombs. Tetteh just throwing a massive left hook.
This has turned into a bit of a war here, Mr. Neutral.
Dillian Whyte. But he's a bit untidy, Tetteh, but the messy overhand rights are hitting home. And Dillian's got to be very careful here. Big swing and a miss there from Tetteh. Is he in danger of gassing out, Jams?
He really has got that George Foreman look about him, though. That solid stance. He looks big. He looks on business, on point.
He looks hard to move, hard to budge.
He does, which is surprising considering Daniel Dynamite Dubois knocked him out in a round, less than a round.
Well, I've always said,
talking world level now, haven't we?
Daniel Dubois has got to be the hardest puncher in heavyweight boxing right now for me.
Yeah, I would say so.
His 95% knockout rate continues at elite level.
It's like a Mack truck.
Dynamite, I think, just sells him short on the nickname stakes.
Should be TNT.
Should be Destruction Dubois, because he's absolutely a demolition expert. But back to this.
Not dead, as just said, the KO for Alex Povetkin was so good. It was, mate.
It was. And that beautiful lunging left hook that got him. It's poetry. But he needs some of that here, Jams, in round 3 with a minute. Oh, I've got a minute 13 to go.
Yeah, I'm about the same, mate. About the same.
I've got Dillian Whyte flicking out jabs to the quiet down Tetteh in this round. Maybe he's having a breather. Oh, a big uppercut through the guard there from Dillian Whyte. But still comes forward.
More of.
Covers up. Dillian turns him round. Still comes forward.
Uppercut was a thing of beauty there from Dillian.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Back to his body snatcher days again.
Another uppercut. Tetteh. You're looking tired now. It's Dillian Whyte. Oh.
He's looking very laboured.
He got a left. He got a right. So it was a left to the body and an uppercut through the middle. So the referee just comes in and stops him.
For no reason, telling him to keep
it up. It
wasn't even
very
low.
Strange.
It was nowhere near low.
No, it's not even low. It was on the. I watched it. It was on his band.
On the waistband at most.
Oh, it's some good work now from Dillian Whyte. He's countering very well, ducking the oncoming Tetteh, who once
Tetteh's just
again at the
throwing
end of the
wide shots
round
out, missing, isn't he?
is complaining to the referee as he sort of stumbled back to his corner. He's looking very tired now. I think he gassed out them first 2 rounds
That's
trying to
definitely a
get
Whyte round.
Dillian Whyte out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was by far a Dillian Whyte round.
definitely. And
Well,
Jack said, could Zhile Zhang cause problems for Dubois? Both powerhouses. I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think Zhile Zhang's got much left, but that's just me. What do you think, Mr. Neutral? Zhile Zhang against Dubois, do you think he could cause him trouble? I don't think he could at the moment.
no, I don't. I think Daniel's too quick. He
Yeah,
showed that
too
speed
strong.
against AJ, who's no slouch, and
Yeah,
he countered AJ for 4 rounds and then battered them. It was that this was Daniel Dubois going up to yet another level,
yeah,
and we're still not sure where that ultimate level of that ceiling is going to be. Yes, he's got that one loss, but that was a freak punch that broke his orbital bone.
yeah.
That'll probably never be repeated again. That's a,
Oh,
that's a
the Joe
one in
Joyce
a
loss. The Joe Joyce.
yeah, that's a
Yeah, he
one in
lost
a
to Usyk as
million.
well, didn't he? But that
Yeah,
was
it's
with
the
the
64
controversy over the
million.
body shot.
Absolutely, it's a $64 million question. Would that happen again?
Yeah.
Very unlikely. Very unlikely. Because especially the facial bones, I broke my own orbital, and they grow back stronger and bigger.
Yeah, but it hurts
Oh,
though, doesn't it? It really does put you out of business for a
absolutely,
while. It's so
absolutely.
painful.
And Dillian White's got Tetteh in the corner in round 4 with 2 minutes to go. It's just
He's
Tetteh's
letting his
covering
hands
up,
go. Tetteh
and
keeps looking at the ref for me. He keeps looking at the ref like he wants a way out. Tetteh does.
yeah, it's not really wants to be. I just think he's complaining about the tactics of
Everything.
Daniel Dubois, but he's not matching Daniel's accuracy. 3 punches I've seen going in there from Dillian, and Tetteh was only coming back with these jabs. Oh, as they
Single
both unload
shots.
against each other there. Tetteh did get a right through as he's forcing Dillian back in this round. He's going hell
Oh,
for
that was a
leather.
big left hand. Big left hand. Punk Pop, not dead, says Zhang is a 4-round fight. I completely agree. DJ Pat says Zhang has nothing to put up against Triple D. It's a fact. I agree, DJ Pat.
Yeah.
He says, evening, boys. Good evening to yourself, my man. Thank you for
Good
coming
evening.
through. But yeah, we're still with Dillian Whyte against Ebenezer Tetteh, and we're in round 4. 1:15 to go on my clock.
Well,
To be honest,
Ebenezer,
Ebenezer's having a better round here, Mr. Neutral, wouldn't you
he,
say?
he he was having he slowed down now in this. He sort of bust his bubble. Uh, his gasket is gone, I think, in his engine. He's just throwing survival punches here. As Dillian has just forced it back against the ropes with 2 beautiful jabs. And now they're exchanging.
Yeah, Tetteh seems to be falling back on the ropes. He looks very tired now, very jaded.
I'm talking about, remember, I was talking about that belligerence. This man does not know when to go down. He does not know when to quit. He still comes forward as Dillian Whyte unleashes an 8-punch combination on him and eats it all up and still comes forward.
Oh,
This must
3
be
lovely little check left hooks there from Dillian.
this must be demoralizing for Dillian Whyte. 10
Definitely.
seconds to go. Still, Tetteh comes forward and it's Dillian
Tetteh's
Whyte
got an
smashing
iron
him.
chin, says DJ Pat. Jack said,
Absolutely.
could we see the AJ that fought Dubois was all false confidence looking back in hindsight? A big fan of Dubois, but was this a Joshua past it? Well, yeah, Joshua is on the cusp of being past it, to be fair, Jack. And he said,
It's
looked
a
like
great
the AJ
question.
that fought Franklin, in my opinion.
It's a great question. AJ come back from the defeats of Usyk on a 4 winning streak. For me, some of them picks that you can look back on were
Otto
could be
Wallin, Jermaine
could be
Franklin.
considered cherry picks of a generous nature, but they needed to build him back up and get that confidence. But they never expected Daniel Dubois to race to the levels, especially after the winning against Hugovic, to get himself in that IBF position and then to be
Definitely.
elevated because of that win.
Or
And
even the big Baby Miller win. They didn't expect that, did they, from Dubois, to be quite
exactly.
honest.
So I mean, after he was written off after taking the knee
And the Joe
against
Joyce
Joe
situation.
Joyce,
Yeah,
but a really good performance against Usyk first gave me the clue about the Daniels progression, and obviously to have the undisputed champion down with a body shot is testament to that power I was talking about before. But they're
definitely.
back to the fight, round 5, and again it's Dillian Whyte who starts off the stronger, coming forward with jabs, trying to open
Yeah.
up that
He's the
guard.
aggressor for sure now, and he seems to be
Yeah,
sagging on the ropes now, Tete. Here,
Tetteh,
Johannes Koistrot has said hello. Thanks for the podcast. You're more than welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We had a couple
welcome.
more just before we carry on, mate. Jack, I'm not trying to take anything away from Daniel Dubois. Unreal night at Wembley. Was glad to have gone and watched it. He dealt with who was in front of him, and that's all you can do, Jack. Hawkins
That's it,
Ringside
Jack.
Live. Big up Jams and Mr. Neutral. Big up yourself, Hawkins Ringside Live, all the way from Sweden. Josh Townley. Joshua's had his day. Yes, mate, he's finished, in my opinion. He'll get the Fury fight next year just for a big payday, but it's not going to be anything other than a money fight. Because even if Fury loses to Usyk, that's still going to go on. Dragos, who's winning? We've got Dillian Whyte up 3 rounds to 1 so far. We're just in the 5th now, mate. DJ Pat said White throwing all he can, but nothing gives effect on Tete. But T-Man starting to get gassed out, definitely. And we've got
Yeah, he's,
Jubu Smirker. How is Tete's getting on? Has he been knocked out yet? No, he's not, mate. He's still in there in the 5th, but he's looking a bit gassed. Sorry, guys. We'll get back to the fight now. 1 minute 40 to go of round number 5.
and it's just a sheer case of Tetteh now is tired. He's dropping his hands. Dillian Whyte is opening up on him. Well, he's trying to lunge at Dillian Whyte on the counter, but he's just not quick enough. A massive check right hook from Dillian Whyte there. The sweat
It's a
sprayed
lovely
on
shot.
to the photographers on that side. A wonderful stuff, because I hate them all. But again, Dillian Whyte, he's just absolutely smashing the head of Tetteh, who, in that belligerent style of his, coming forward, absorbing all these punches. Surely the CTE effect on his brain must be taking effect at some point, Jams.
Definitely, mate. Yeah, he just seems to be like just a brick wall and an immovable object at the moment. I don't know whether Daniel Dynamite Dubois, like you said, was that powerful that he knocked him spark out, but Dillian Whyte seems to be struggling with it. But Tete is complaining a lot. He keeps trying to touch the glove of White. A bit too much respect for me. That usually means he's feeling it a little bit.
Yeah.
Dragos said, so get the draw, you think? No, I doubt it, matey. I'll be very surprised if this goes a distance. I think White will stop him at some point. But let's see, guys. Stick with us on Boxing Media Hub. And thank you all for tuning in and jumping in the chat with me and Mr. Neutral.
Absolutely. End of that round. And
Another white round, would you say, Mr. Neutral, on that one?
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. The punch out purpose for me a 3-1. Again, I come back to Tetteh is tiring very, very much now. Dillian is by far the fitter stamina wise. His movement, his defense, he's ducking and diving quite well against. And Tetteh, to be fair to Dillian, he's telegraphing a lot of his punches. You can see them coming, and he's just having fun out there. But
He is, mate. He is.
he
A lot
has
of
got to be
bloodshot in the eye at
careful.
Tete as well. Did you see that in the corner? He's got a
I
very
did,
bloodshot eye. Bit of damage
I
to the
did,
eye.
and that's what the referee's looking at there. And he's probably saying to himself, right, I'm going to give you another round or 2 at the most, because he's taking punishment, regardless of how belligerent he is and how his chin and how resolute
Thank
he
you,
is.
Jack.
That could well be stopped. But let's see. It's round 6.
Yeah,
And
we're going to get
again,
back underway.
Dillian has
Sorry,
come out
Neutral. Carry
strong
on, mate. I
again.
didn't mean to cut you off, bro. I'm just saying we're getting back underway. I thought they were going to stop it there with the eye damage, but they're not.
No, they've let him go. He's come out strong again, jabbing away at Tetteh.
Yeah.
They're allowing Tetteh now to come
Just looks big
inch
and strong,
forward.
doesn't he, at the minute? He looks comfortable in there, Dillian does. He's really
He
putting on a
does.
bit of a clinic at the moment.
And he's probably got his second win by now, but as a big right from Tetteh countering Dillian comes in. Oh,
Dillian
two
gave him a
big,
little check up though, didn't he? Caught him a little check
yeah,
hook.
two big jabs from Dillian straight down the pipe. Tetteh hands high. Dillian looking for that opening. There comes the big right hand from Tetteh. There's another one. Dillian sees it coming. Jabs to the gloves.
Tetteh's still
Two
coming forward
jabs.
though. He's still throwing again, and he's
He's
threw more
still
in this round
throwing.
already than he did in the whole last round. So he's actually got a little bit of a second wind himself, hasn't he, Mr. Neutral here?
He's coming forward. It's because Dillian's letting him come forward and
Yeah,
just jabbing away at him.
putting
But
himself on the ropes.
he's getting no joy from Dillian though.
Just keeping that left jab solid in the chops constantly, isn't he, at the moment?
Yeah, it certainly is. This is very good viewing, very good entertainment for heavyweight fans.
Yeah.
We love to see power punches as heavyweight fans, and chins are great. Oh, that's a great exchange between the two of them. And now Tetteh unleashed a good combination on Dillian, who takes a big breath, backs up, jabs to the body of Tetteh.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Tetteh comes back with a left hook around the side. Again, covers up nicely. Dillian comes back. 2, 3, 4 punch combo. The chin is rocking. The head is rocking of Tetteh as he stumbles there.
It.
Another left, right.
Oh,
And
beautiful
it's
work.
Dillian. It's Dillian who's gone down, but it was a slip. The referee's saying it's a slip.
Overcooked the punch. He overcooked himself.
He overcooked it.
It was the first.
Yeah, it was the first time I seen Tetteh actually dodge a punch, which was enough to make
Dillian fall.
It was enough to make Dillian overbalance, and away he goes. But back to the centre of the ring, and 3 clubbing punches there from Dillian Whyte. An overhand swinging bomb from Tetteh goes awry. Turns him round Dillian. Oh, some good punching now from Dillian Whyte as he opens up his full bag of boxing skills on Tetteh. But Tetteh once again comes back in his belligerent manner at the end of the round.
But then back comes Tetteh again.
That's
that
right.
was a cracking round. That was a really good round of boxing for heavyweights. That was in the 6th.
It's the end of the round.
Are you going Tetteh or are you going Whyte for that one?
No, Tetteh didn't do anywhere near enough to win that round. The last 20 seconds
agree, bro.
Wasn't enough for me. I've got that 5-1 now 5-1. To Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, same as me, Mr. Neutral. I've put literally the same scores. I've got the same scores. Dragos, I have a bet on Tetteh. That's why I worry about him. You should be worried, mate, because he needs to win every round.
But I'm telling you now, this guy is still dangerous. He has shown enough power to rock Dillian Whyte. I totally agree. It's not off the table yet that this guy could win by knockout. We've
got Reynard Samaniego. Who's winning? At the moment, mate, me and Mr. Neutral have got it 5 rounds to 1 to Dillian Whyte. Obviously, it's unconfirmed scorecards, but it'd be hard to give it any other way. And we're being generous giving Tetteh a round. Thank you for tuning in, though, mate. Please hit that subscribe button if you don't already, guys. Help the channel grow. We'll bring you better content, more interviews, more watch-alongs, etc., etc. Back to the fight. Whyte's come out again. But Tetteh's looking strong still. He don't look like he's ready to go just yet, does he? He really doesn't.
Yes, Jams. He must have so many victims on his resume that are just like, what do I have to do to knock this guy out?
Yeah. He's like a giant, isn't he? He's just a big, cumbersome, just a lump, isn't he? He's a lump. Even though he weighs less than Dillian, he still looks bigger and thicker, doesn't he?
Oh, look at the punch stats. 275 landed, 82 against in favour of Whyte. 506 thrown, 256, 49 high impact punches, 6 for Tetteh. I actually think it's more than that for Tetteh.
Yeah, I understand so.
But it's still fascinating viewing. 7th round.
It is.
1 minute.
Reynard Samaniego said, Tetteh looking good or not? No, he's not looking good, mate. He's looking
he's not looking good, but he's looking dangerous.
He looks like the immovable object at the moment, but he doesn't look like he's got any chance of winning the fight, matey, to be quite honest with you. I don't want to give you no false hope. He's not going to win this fight unless he gets a straight knockout.
Do you know what, Jams? This is giving me Michael Moore, George Foreman vibes. You
Yeah.
know, the Mike Amora was just unleashing on him all night, and then George Foreman just come out with it left, right, and down goes Mike O'Mora.
Yeah.
This could run in a similar vein. I've said this guy reminds me of the way he comes forward,
He's got the
uh,
similar stature, isn't he, as well? You know, similar
absorbing
build as Big
absorbing the
George.
punishment, trying to wear out his opponent, and then unleashing bombs to stop him. But he hasn't got that George Foreman technique, as he just threw a two-punch. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
it's a good
seen that.
shot, that is.
I've never
JB
seen
has
that
said
in boxing.
5-1 or 4-2 Dillian Whyte. Yeah, we've got it 5-1, mate. Richard, thank you, mate.
I couldn't argue with
Um,
4-2
Reynard,
if
thank you,
that's the
mate. You're
case.
more than welcome. Thank you for tuning in,
Oh,
guys.
oh, he's taking some bloody punishment now. It's Tetteh. The gum shield is on the edge. It's on the peripheral of his teeth. It's
He
just
looks
been held
shattered.
in by the saliva that's sticking the gum shield in, as he's
Fix the dent,
absolutely
mate. Fix the dent.
desperate, desperate to stay in that ring with Dillian Whyte, who is bomb after bomb. It's it. I'm starting to feel sorry for it. The referee must just give this man uh, one more round, because the punch stats
Yeah.
are phenomenally in favour of Dillian Whyte, and it just looks like a beat down right
It's
now.
starting to become a public execution, Mr. Neutral, isn't it? That's another
Yes,
10-9
sir.
round in the seventh there for White.
Yes,
There's no
sir.
point in this going on much more because it's just going to cause damage to Tetteh. He's getting pounded around the ring now. He's not offering nothing in essence. He's not even trying to fight back now. He's just trying to avoid and just stand his ground. That's not what you need as a heavyweight boxer. These are big punches from big men. I'd rather to get him out, and I think he might be calling himself out here. I think he's saying no more. He's shaking his head like he don't
It's
want
no
no more.
mass. It's no mass.
Yeah,
He shook his head. The referee was in the corner. He was looking. The trainer was talking to him. He was shaking his head at the trainer, and the referee walks away. No mass, no more. The fight is over. And in the seventh round, um,
the
beginning of the
retirement.
eighth, a retirement in the corner. A no little one, Doug. They call it. It was just too much punishment. I was seeing. Uh, if it wasn't for his magnificent chin, his belligerence, his resolution, that fight wouldn't have lasted a round.
Definitely, mate. It would have been another Triple D job. Yeah, he was very strong in there. He showed some
Very
heart. You know,
strong.
give him props. But at the
He's
end of
got
the
that.
day, he was being outclassed. Like you said, the numbers neutral were mental. Dillian
Yeah,
Whyte was absolutely dominating on the numbers. The heavier shots, the more thrown. He had almost double over 500 punches thrown compared to 250 for Tetteh. It was just getting wider and wider as the rounds were going on. Best thing to do for everyone in this fight was to do what they've just done and pull their fighter out and save him for another day, or at least let him go home to his family safe. So I salute that
exactly.
decision from the ref, and it's the first decent bit of refereeing on this card tonight, to be quite honest.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's been some
I was a
shockers.
bit critical up until that point of the referee. I wondered how long he was going to keep it going, and I'm just glad he made the right decision for the safety of Tete.
Today, for
And to
sure.
be fair to him, he's doing a bit of shadow boxing in the centre of the ring as if he'd won the fight.
Yeah, he's just letting them know that he's okay. He's just,
That's good.
propping up to his fans. He's probably made more money from this fight than he's made in his last 10, you know what I mean? So, fair play to him. At
Absolutely.
least he goes home safe and well, Mr. Neutral.
That's it. Feeds his
DJ Pratt
family.
said the ref needs to step in here. Yeah, and he did, mate, in the end, thanks to the corner. Corner stop it, good call. Definitely, mate. DD versus Parker, who you got? To be honest, mate, not many people in the UK are going to like this, but I'm actually going Parker on points in that one. But you'll have to wait for our prediction show to find out for real, for real.
I like to
Stephen
see it.
Townley, nice covering, lads. Enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Thank you.
Drummer Records. I've just lost his comment, but I've got it back. People are crying about Canelo's last KO versus Caleb Plant in 2021. Mayweather's last KO 2011 against Ortiz. He fought 10 more times after that. Crawford's KOs before Spence. 2021, same as Canelo. Yeah, people complain about a lot of things in boxing, mate. Reynolds, Sammy Engart said, mate, do you know any MMA? Not really, pal. Not really. I used to do a bit of bare knuckle. I've never done MMA myself. I'd get myself cleaned up, bro. But thank you. Great show again, lads. Thank you, Wolf Tones. Any thoughts about Vartan, Aristean versus Anis? Not at the moment, matey, to be quite honest with you.
We'll do all them
Parker might
prediction
stitch
shows.
that fight against Triple D. I've got a feeling Parker might take it on points. But I'm not going to reveal too much now because that'll be a separate show on Boxing Media Hub. We've seen all we need to see here, Mr. Neutral. Thank you so much for joining me as always, brother. And thank you
As
to
always.
pleasure,
Thank
mate.
you.
Always a pleasure to have you on Boxing Media Hub, brother. And thank you to everyone in the comments, everyone who's jumped in, everyone who's watching on X, LinkedIn, and all the other places. Just do head over to YouTube and give us a subscribe, though, because it will help us grow. Follow myself on X at Jams Boxing Chat and Mr. Neutral at Neutral's
Thank
Corner.
you.
So thank you ever so much, everyone. Hope you all have a lovely evening or what's left of your day, and we'll speak to you all very soon. God bless you all.